Hello everyone. This is a little video devlog on a failed game that I was working on that unfortunately is not being worked on anymore. But I wanted to make a quick video on just sort of the process of trying to make this little game here. I wanted to make a little Halloween game, something short, something that would take like maybe 30 minutes to beat or something, just to sort of learn on Unreal Engine. So it was supposed to be a third person sort of narrative, somewhat platforming kind of game about a zombie waking up from the cemetery and walking into a sort of a Halloween party or Halloween festival. And within that festival, he would see glimpses of his past, particularly his wife, who passed away as well. And that was really the gist of this game. It wasn't going to be a very long game. I was just trying to learn how to build story, try to make cool levels, like, or sort of all in one level. This whole thing is in sort of one sort of level. So um, the particular character is something actually I picked up in Unreal Engine Marketplace, just sort of test it out to kind of get a glimpse of what it would possibly look like. The whole thing is supposed to be set in the dark. So, uh, it being light, it was supposed to be mostly in the dark. As you can see, not a finished game. Um, the reason why I stopped making this game or this little game here was, was because I was having issues learning partitioning in Unreal Engine because I was loading up an open world kind of game, and I just started putting everything into it, just putting cars, putting sort of whatever I wanted, and as you can tell, it, was- it was not turning out well, and in order to fix that, I would have to remove a lot of resources, and I just felt like, well, I'll pause here for a second. I just felt like, well, if I'm going to do that, then I might as well start over. So I looked at it as sort of, I'm not skill wise ready to make the game that I want to make, the zombie game that I want to make. So this is just part of the learning process. So this part right here is supposed to be where he heads into the town that's going through a little party. Once again, this whole thing's supposed to be at night. And I just have sort of random characters dancing. There's supposed to be music, a bunch of Halloween stuff. It's supposed to be a little bit more towards kids. And as we head towards the end, there's supposed to be sort of a haunted house play room kind of thing. So that's where the big skeleton's for. So this whole thing is supposed to be a haunted house, and then you're supposed to go through different rooms. And man, I really am bummed out that I was not able to do this. Like, it has so many ideas, and you can see there were sort of, I was sort of trying to play around with different ideas for escape rooms and monsters popping out. Uh, this right here is supposed to be sort of a mirror room where it's supposed to confuse you a little bit about where to go. I don't know if it really works out that way, but I thought it was cool. And just sort of have fun, having a having this whole rotating circle here. The physics ain't quite worked out. Here is supposed to be zombie hands sort of going up and down as if they were trying to grab you. That was supposed to be what this was supposed to be for. Um, I think also in the story you're supposed to be followed by a little girl who was curious about you. And so you will see this little girl sort of watching you as you were going through this whole level. Uh, yeah, as you can see, there's sort of like an outline of where to go. Where should I put like enemies? Here you have a sad excuse for this bummed me out a little bit. You can't tell in the video, but you were supposed to fall into a pit of just balls, basically. It's just a bunch of balls. So it's supposed to be sort of a physics fun thing, which ended up not really working out. So here I was just trying to figure out how to make this sort of haunted house work. So obviously it's not done. It's not going to be done. But I do hope one day to, once I get better, once I start putting in more work and really, hopefully I'll go back and make this game because I think it's kind of cool. Like I said, it wouldn't be a long game. It would be like 45 minutes long. I think in this part, you go underground into sort of, I think it's supposed to be like a underground warehouse. I don't know if I fully thought it through. Exactly. Once again, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, crouching and jumping and those type of things. But yeah, it's just, I wanted to put like a ladder or an elevator or something here. But I'll try to remember what was the story, the end of the story. Yeah, I think the story ended up being that he was just a lonely zombie, wasn't really trying to kill people. And the little girl who would watch in the distance, uh, towards the end becomes like a friend of yours. I think up to this hill, there's supposed to be a cutscene where he gets hit, he trips on a rock and sort of looks out into the moon and sort of thinks about his wife who he lost. And then a little hand touches his face. And it's the little girl telling him that, "Are you okay?" That kind of thing. I think that was sort of the ending of it. Not very long, not very complicated, but I still think it's cool. I still think it'll be fun to really, maybe in a few years go back and hopefully I'll be a lot better in creating the levels and really be able to finish this. But thank you. Thank you for watching and listening. You guys take care.